What is going on, everybody? Okay, we're back again. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay there in the making videos for a minute. Honestly, there wasn't a whole lot I could do. I'm not going to go into my whole situation of what everything's going on, but I don't have a lot of time where I can make a dedicated video where when I don't get distracted by small child running around. But anyway, I'm going to do, this is a quick video. This is not an overview. It could be considered an overview. This is not a review of this gun, because this gun to me, and really to anybody, is brand spanking new. It has never been fired unless it was test fired. The upper, it's never been used, so I can't say anything about it except for the fact that I like the way it looks. I mean, really. I can't be like, oh, it holds up, it's such a good thing. Well, no, really, it's not. I finished it today, and I think it's not quite finished, and I'll explain that. But basically, what this thing is a poor man's clone of a USMC M4. Okay, I'm not going to use proper nomenclature because I don't know it all, and that's just how it is. That's how I roll. But the rifle that I was issued, this is as close as I'm going to try to simulate it to what I was issued. Okay, none of these things, except perhaps maybe these Knights Armament handguards or rail guards, not even handguards. It's the rail guards. Besides that and this mag, I know the mag is good. I don't think there's anything besides that is actually real. Like, as far as being a real clone or a real thing that was actually used. This is all like lower end stuff, but I can't, like I said, I can't speak for this gun itself, but the parts that I've used from these companies before have been good. So anyway, let's just go over it, okay? From front to back. From front, this whole upper, no, take that back. Anyway, I'm sorry. The upper came from Palmetto State. It came with one of those the holiday deals that was going on. Got a really good deal. It was just the upper. It was the full upper. I think it came with the bolt carrier group and the charging handle and all that. Which I don't think. No, it's not a premium bolt. It's just a regular standard bolt. It came as a 16-inch gun. Okay, and I tried to kind of make a video of me doing it, but it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to do. But basically, I cut it down this much. So this is not very much at all. Camera's not really focusing, but that's okay. This is basically an inch, okay? To bring it down to about a 14.5-inch barrel, but it's not exactly a 14.5-inch barrel because I'm still using the standard like A2 flash hider, okay? You get if you cut it down to a true 14.5 or whatever it's supposed to be, and then you have to have a longer, just like an extended A2 bird cage. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but to get it back up to the 16-inch limit. Well, I didn't do that. I cut it down myself, and really, I think it did a pretty good job. You can see a couple little marks on there where the bluing got scratched a little bit, but other than that, if you were to look at this and you didn't know, I don't think you'd really be able to tell without taking this thing off. I don't think you'd be able to tell that it was cut down. It's so minute. You're adding this much, and you're just taking that off. It's not that much of a difference. But to me, it was something that I could do, and that's why I wanted to make a video on it, because I may end up trying to do something like that later. But I don't have a lathe or anything that's really good for what you actually need to do it the right way, because I've cut barrels before, okay? I've just cut a standard barrel. I've had good luck and I've had bad luck. I've had good luck to where I can cut the barrel, thread it, put a suppressor on it, and you're good to go, don't have any baffle strikes. I had a horrible incident where I had a barrel, I removed the muzzle brake, I cut it down, I threaded it, I messed it up, and I rethreaded it. Basically, one thing turned to another, it turned to a couple different things to where it's not aligned. So it was a 223 shooting out of a 30 caliber can, and I had the end of it had a end cap strike. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. So I was kind of paranoid about this. But what I decided to do was I was like, okay, I made a poor man's mill or lathe. I took I didn't even use a drill press. I used a power drill, chucked up onto the end of the threads that were there because I knew they're going to go away. So I was like, if I'm going to commit to this and do it, then it's going to be all right. I wish I had a video. It'd be a lot more interesting than me talking. But anyway, I hooked it up onto there. I used the other side. I used I'll just show you real quick. I used this thing, which was like a XY axis vise for whenever I had my drill press, and these are just rollers. You can kind of see it. These are just rollers for drawers. It was like $2 at Lowe's, and I just clamped them onto this piece of wood, and the barrel rested right in here, and the end of it, this end of it, was on my power drill, which I secured in a vise, which is right over here. You can't really see it, but I secured that in a vise, and then I would just clamp down the trigger on it, and it would go. And it was probably the most dangerous lathe work of a poor man's lathe that you could do, because if something went wrong and it got misaligned and started banging around, well, that was strapped to a drill that had the trigger pulled down, so it would have just gone wild and could have beat the crap out of me, and it could have like blinded me and all sorts of things. But it worked out just fine, and I was able to trim down the diameter of the barrel, which is the main thing. That's why I did that. And then I went ahead, and like you see on here, I went ahead to get the threads the right alignment to the bore. I had my my die, or whatever you call it, the thread cutter, and I just ran it down the original threads and then cut right into the area that I turned down. So as far as I know, this is the threads are concentric to the bore. Okay, I'm not putting. I mean, to bring this back up to 16 inches, this thing's gonna have to be permanently attached, right? So I'm not worried about, and I'm going for a clone of what I had, and I didn't have a quick detaching thing or a super cool muzzle brake or flash hider or whatever, so it's just gonna stay like this. So even if it wasn't concentric to the bore, I know it looks fine enough. It looks good enough. There's not gonna be, the bullet's not gonna strike the end of this thing, so we're good. Anyway, enough of that. 14.5-ish, 16-inch barrel. This is like an M4 profile kind of thing. Again, going back to just having it be a clone. That's why it has the A2 front sight post, F marked. The hand guard, or the quad rail, I actually got that from a friend of mine. He gave it to me. I think it's a UTG. It's actually pretty rock solid. I mean, you're hearing the mag bounce around, but it's pretty solid on there. And I'm not mounting any lights, lasers, or anything besides this grip. So I'm not really worried about it. Even if it did move a little bit, I'm not worried about it. But it's pretty rock solid on there. The rail guards, I actually got those from a guy on Arms List. He sent me a couple extra ones. I really appreciate that. Really good deal on these. Like, I was looking on eBay, and it would cost me, I don't remember exactly how much, but it was almost probably about half the price of what you could get on eBay. And they're Knight's Armament, and whether they're or aren't the exact model or whatever that was on my issue gun, I don't care. They're close enough for me. Close enough for government work. Anyway, going back, we have the Trijicon Acog, which is not a Trijicon Acog. This is an $80 Chinese knockoff version of it, and you can tell by the quality of it and all that kind of stuff. Again, I haven't shot it yet. I'm going to do an in-depth review on like this gun and stuff. This is kind of just an overview of what I have. So the next video that I put out about this gun, I'll have gone out and shot it, and at least been able to see if it actually works, or if it's just going to be eye candy and look cool but not actually be functional. I don't know yet. This buttstock is going to be replaced because I did not have a Blackhawk buttstock. It has a QD attachment point in the back. I did not have this, and it's going to get changed out. I'm waiting. I'm gonna go visit my grandpa in a little bit. Long story short, I'm getting the buttstock that I need from over there. So we have the down here. This is a Anderson lower. Big fan of these guys because they're cheap, mil spec, nothing wrong with them. And the lower parts kit, I believe it was a Palmetto State lower parts kit. Just a trigger, just a mil spec trigger, regular little pistol grip there. And that's pretty much it. The sling was another Chinese knockoff, which is not going to stay on the gun, I don't think, because it's not what I had. The whole idea is to have this close to what I have. And to me, it's a cool thing, because this is the first, like, I made like a Mark, at least a Mark 12, the SPR. I think it's a Mark 12, yeah. I made a clone-ish kind of gun like that, where I had the idea and I kind of ran with it, but it was nowhere near like an actual clone. But I sold it. I built it to sell it. This gun, I'm building this for me, and I'm not looking to upgrade it at all. Once it is to where it's at, I'm going to be done with it. And I've never done a gun like that to where I'm not looking forward in the future like, okay, I'm going to do this to it, I'm going to add this. This is going to be done. This is going to be it. And really, that kind of gives a satisfying feeling of whenever it's done, it's done. And then you get to shoot it and enjoy it, and you don't have to worry about, well, maybe I can swap this sight. No, it's just, that's it. It's done. So anyway, I'm kind of excited about it. I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, I am going to make some more videos of it. There's really nothing special about it, per se. I don't exactly have a parts list of how much, it cost, but it was cheap, guys. It was cheap. I'm going to say, just ballparking, for the whole thing, I'll be generous, I'll say it was $600 for the whole thing. And that's going to be, I don't know if you could, I don't know. I don't think you're going to go out and buy a gun, even though this is a knockoff, and a lot of this stuff is UTG or Chinese or whatever. I think for what I've seen of it and the pieces that I've used on here before, I think I'm going to wager a guess and say it's going to work and it's going to be a good gun. Like I said, I haven't shot it yet, so I can't say for sure. But anyway, that's this gun. And I just wanted to show these guys too, because they'll be on here later. I got these from that guy on Arms List. He had, these are Colt 20-round magazines, and I had never had them before. I've had the Magpul 10-rounders with the 5-round limiter in it, so I can hunt with it. But I got 4 of these, and I'm kind of excited. I've never seen these ones like this before. It looks like this is an aluminum follower. I've never seen that before. So I don't know how old these are. I don't know how well they're going to work. I don't know why he was getting rid of them so cheap, but they were cheap. And that's basically that. So that's what those guys are. I'm going to be probably using this. I'm going to be doing a SPR-ish kind of build. I already have a gun that I use for hunting or anything. I don't even shoot long range. Like, I fantasize about, like, let's go shoot long range and stuff. Like, that's cool, but I have no place to go. So my long range shooting is like an estimated 100 yards, which is not long. That's where you're supposed to zero your gun, not be excited when you hit something. But anyway, whenever I get that stuff, when I get the buttstock to my to this rifle, I should be getting a 20-inch barrel that I'll be putting on that gun. I'll try to make a video. I'm filming all this stuff on my iPhone, guys, so I don't have a cool setup. It's just one of those suction windshield cup things that you use to keep your GPS up. That's all I'm using. So that's why if the video quality sucks, sorry about it. And that's why I can't do cool angles of, like, whenever I was doing the projects and stuff. I need to figure out, if y'all are interested in me trying to upgrade and get maybe even get a camera, I don't know, or just try to video that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, shoot me a comment or just shoot me a message or whatever, and then let me know if you're really interested in that. But you'll be seeing more of these mags. Definitely be seeing more of this guy. I'm excited about it. I really have big hopes for it. I don't have expectations to go out and shoot 600 yards with it, because like I said, I don't have any place to shoot like that. So if we do go shoot, I hopefully won't be too long. One more thing before we go. I made a video, and I may end up actually posting it again. Or not posting it again, posting it. But I picked up this gun in a trade. And so I can't go back and remake the video that I made, because I made a video about my Glock 27, not the maintenance one, but just basically everything I did to it. I put a red dot on it. I did a whole bunch of stuff to it, but I traded it, and I traded it for this guy. So you're going to be seeing this guy more in the future. Hopefully. This is a Citadel. You'll be able to see that on there or not. A Citadel 9mm 1911. See? 9mm right there. I've never had a 1911. And whenever the guy offered to trade this gun for my Glock 27, I was like, you know what? I haven't carried that Glock 27 in a long time. I've been carrying the Shield. My draw to that Glock 27 had kind of waned. Basically, I destroyed the frame, and when I got the gun back, it was a new frame and had new serial number on it and stuff like that. And I don't know, just my attachment to it had just kind of got lost. It kind of gotten chewed up and spit out too many times. I was like, all right, it's time to move on to something else. This is going to be cool. All right. I'm really excited about this. If it works really good, it seems to be pretty new. Like, you can see there's wear on the barrel. It's obviously been shot. But it does not look like it's been smacked around a whole bunch. I already reduced the beaver tail in the back a little bit because it was having to go down way far until the trigger would engage. But now I polished it up a little bit, and so it seems to be a little bit more forgiving. If you have not as good of a grip on it, it seems to engage a little bit better. But anyway, guys, you'll be seeing more of this. You'll be seeing more of my clone rifle. Let me know what y'all like more. I had one guy comment. He's like, "Hey, I like the videos. You know, keep it coming." I really appreciate that. That's very encouraging to me. But let me know what you want. Like, I will try to make it happen. I'm not going to make promises that I can't keep, but I will try to make it happen. If you want to see me do more shooting videos, because I've never done any of those yet. Never published them actually. Or just review stuff. I don't know. Just let me know, because get me ideas, because I could come up with stupid ideas, or I could just get on here and rant. I used to do that when I was in high school on my camera phone thing, and I think my family thought that I was like psychotic or something like that, because they found them and they were like, "What in the world, were you high?" I was like, "No, I was just like bored out of my mind making videos." So I wish I could post those. I don't even know where they are. That would be weird. That would be weird. But anyway, let me know in the comments below if you want to see anything different, see anything more else different, same, whatever. Y'all be good, be safe, and I will see you in the next video.